Students returning to Illinois this fall will be treated to a very special harvest, one they've grown themselves. In a project unprecedented for a university of its size, the U of I will be supplying its cafeterias with vegetables grown on its very own student farm. In a region where produce is routinely shipped in from overseas, the student farm will mean fresher produce for U of I cafeterias and a lower carbon footprint for the campus overall. Today we'll join students for their first volunteer workday and meet some of the farmers, faculty, and administrators behind what could be a transformative project for food at the U of I.
I think a lot of the food that the cafeteria serve should be coming from locally grown sources of produce, and this is like what better example of locally grown than by like a student farm.
It's probably the best study break that I could think of. I get out of my head, I get out of myself, and for an hour of raking and transplanting, it seemed like 20 minutes to me.
I really like working on the farm. It's fun and it's a nice change to the campus life. For the students doing it, it's an excellent opportunity and it's going to bring more healthy foods to the campus and at the same time reduce the amount that has to be shipped across the country and world.
It really is kind of ridiculous to think that we're shipping all of our food from across all around the world when we've got some of the most fertile agricultural land here right at the university, and we're like the top agricultural school in the country, and yet we're shipping all our food here. So I think that really struck a chord with some people. They were able to think, oh man, that would be cool if we were able to grow our own food on the campus and then consume that same food a mile away from where it was grown.
This year is kind of a trial run, litmus test if you will. We're probably going to be doing about 1.5 to 2 acres of outdoor production with me and 2 interns and just as much volunteer help as we can get. But we're growing about 7 different crops this year, including 5 or 6 different sourdough crops, and then all the cucurbits, like cucumbers and squash, and then a couple solanaceous crops like the peppers and tomatoes. So we're going to kind of start with that. Those are some more high value type crops, and we're going to see how efficient per square footage per acre that is as far as bringing income in to make the farm self-sustaining. So people are, they're really excited about it, and we're kind of getting the buzz created, and I got to meet some of the catering chefs already, and they're excited about it. And so I think overall there's a general good positive feeling about the whole project.
We're very excited. So we're expecting the quality of the produce to be excellent. We're expecting it to be served as fresh as possible. And we're also very excited to say that the produce would travel no more than 5 miles on campus. There is not a day that goes by, there's not a meeting that goes by that the subject of the farm doesn't come up. We're not naive to think that it may not be a little bit additional up front, just simply having the starter monies in order to start the farm and get supplies built up. But we're not anticipating it in the long run as being higher cost.
The very first work day we had was kind of a trial run, and we transplanted about, I would say, 1,500 transplants, and we had about 15 volunteers come out during finals week, so that was really encouraging. And it went really well. I was able to kind of micromanage the day and allow them to work on their own while I was able to do other things and get things done.
The volunteers have been doing an awesome job. They're really enthusiastic and they're fun to work with. A lot of them are not from farming backgrounds, and many of them have never worked on a farm. So it's a good opportunity for them to see where their food is coming from and the experience of how much work it takes to bring the food to the table, and how much better it tastes being farm raised.
We don't really have any connection to our food. This makes it more real.
I will definitely be coming back for another work day.